Alright, so my brother, Wrestling Heel Fan 1994, has been bothering me to make a video. So I'm gonna sort of make a response video with my top 15 superstars. And as you can see, when I look a certain way, my glasses, it messes with the picture, so sorry about that. But we'll start off with number 15, A-Rai, Alex Riley. What do I like about A-Rai? I liked his feud with The Miz. I enjoyed that. I thought he was never going to amount to anything, just a shitty sidekick. But he ended up being pretty good in the ring, and his theme song, there's no doubt about that. That's a sweet theme song that everybody likes. Number 14, a diva, Maryse. I love Maryse. They don't use her like they should, like she was a couple years ago. She's been hurt a lot. She was basically Ted DiBiase's valet, hardly ever wrestled. They don't use her very well, and she's out for a while, but still my favorite. Number 13, a guy that I never thought I would ever put on a top list, R-Truth. Why R-Truth? Well, at first I just thought he was a complete moron. But the whole Little Jimmy act and the complete randomness of making zero sense with anything that he says, it just makes me laugh. And I gotta give him credit. He's playing the crazy lunatic to a T. Number 12 is The Miz. Miz. I hated The Miz for a long time. Just never liked The Miz. But I gotta give him his credit. He's great in the ring. Disagree that he's PWI number 1 wrestler in the world. Disagree with that completely, but he is very good in the ring. He's amazing on the microphone, and he's going to be around for a long time. So whether you like him or you don't, you better get used to seeing him on TV, because he's going to be around for a while. Plus, his t-shirt, Hello, I'm Awesome, is my favorite shirt of all time. Number 11, Dolph Ziggler. Dolph, love the theme song, I Am Perfection. Not the new one, the original one. Not a fan of the new one, but not a fan of Vicky either. I think he's good enough that he doesn't need her. U.S. champion, nice little, addition to his career, but when does he ever defend the title? What was the last time I couldn't tell you. Number 10, top 10, Beth Phoenix. Beth Phoenix, she's like the China of this generation. Just awesome, dominating force. And they're finally starting to use her better with Natalya as the heel. The whole face thing doesn't really work, so I wasn't a fan of it, but I think she should be used more, and she should be the next Divas champion, there's no doubt about that. Number 9, Evan Bourne. Love watching Bourne. His finishing move, the airborne, I've never seen anybody do it that well. Puts Kidman and Mark Marrow to shame. He's fun to watch. I mean, can't kind of promo for anything, but him and Kofi, good tag team. I'm going to enjoy that. Hopefully it brings a resurgence to the tag team division, which the WWE desperately needs. Number 8, Wade Barrett. NXT winner. I miss Nexus, to be honest. I don't think they really did what they should have with Wade. They had a lot of momentum with the NXT thing and Nexus and John Cena, and Wade was thrown into the title picture and never won it. And then his feud with Cena was cut ridiculously short when a bunch of chairs fell on him. Not even fell on him, fell on a table that he was under. So technically he wasn't hit by any chairs, yet he was still out of action. And then they got rid of him in the Nexus, which just, killed it. But Intercontinental Champion, he's got a good future, and he's great on the mic and in the ring. Number 7, Sin Cara. By Sin Cara, I mean Mystico, the original Sin Cara. Yes, he botches a ton, but I've never seen anything like him. And I love watching him wrestle. I love his entrance. I love everything about him, except the fact that he botches. And basically he's going to get fired because he botched. He did drugs, steroids, whatever the hell it was. But he botches all the time. He just got sent home during a taping that's airing actually right now. He filmed a match with Slater, botched so much that they decided to use the other guy, whatever the hell his name is, and they redid the match, and they sent him home. So he's probably going to get the axe, which sucks because Sin Cara is supposed to be facing Del Rio next week, which would be amazing considering they have history in Mexico, but it will be some other guy playing Sin Cara, but it is what it is. Number 6, Christian. Wow. When Christian won the world title for the first time, every wrestling mark from the 90s just loved it. I thought, finally, it's about time he got his title. And he didn't even get a month. In fact, he didn't even get a week. He got 2 days. Which, if you're on Twitter, you know that Twitter threw up a shitstorm at the WWE. They were pissed. We were all mad. I was mad. I mean, I have nothing but love for Orton, but I thought, geez, couldn't even get a month out of Christian. And then they had the whole feud with Orton and made him look weak by actually winning the title again, which was great. I was happy. I didn't care how he did it, but it made him look weak by winning it by disqualification. But that latter match with Del Rio was great. The first match with Orton was one of the best matches I've seen on TV ever. It was great. Their match at SummerSlam was phenomenal, and it's been a great feud. And, you know, Christian is just awesome. 5. I'm debating where to put this guy, considering I'm 25 years old. John Cena, number 5. Recently, with the stuff he's been saying about Del Rio, it's just, I don't like Cena as much as I used to, but I don't hate Cena at all. 25 years old, again, don't hate Cena. I love that he's loyal to the WWE. I love that he has a ridiculous passion for it, and I hate The Rock. That's a whole other story. But I love that he's got a passion for what he does, and he loves what he does. The stuff that he comes out and says on his promos are, you know, cheesy and just make you roll your eyes and go, really, John? Really? But all in all, I'm a Cena fan, so I put him at number 5. Number 4 is the aforementioned Alberto Del Rio / Ricardo Rodriguez. Since technically Ricardo's not really a superstar, but he's much of an important, that didn't make sense, but he's a very important part of Del Rio's character, and I can't get enough of the guy. When he just speaks in Spanish, can't understand a word he's saying, except for Alberto Del Rio, which, if you saw Royal Rumble, he announced Del Rio winning it, and then when they went off the air, when I was there, he said Alberto Del Rio about, I'd say at least 20 times. And he's awesome. He trends on Twitter weekly. That's all you need to know about his awesomeness. Alberto Del Rio, great. Love his promo work. Love his ring entrance with the car and the Randy Orton style pyro. Love his in-ring work. He's awesome. I don't know what else to say about him besides that I'm at Del Rio mark. Number 3, the Viper, Randy Orton. Not much really to be said about Orton. He's awesome. He's always been awesome. I was a fan when he was a heel. I thought he was a better heel. But he's still a great face. Always good in the ring. The fact that he uses the same 5 moves like John Cena yet doesn't get called out on it as often is a little ridiculous. But still great to watch in the ring. There's no doubt about that. Good on the mic. His Viper character is awesome when he flips out and goes to that place. RKO, one of the best moves ever. Love it. So, Orton, yeah. Number 2, CM Punk. A couple of weeks ago, I would have had this guy in my top 10 for sure, but he slipped into my top 5 and top 2 for one reason, and that's his promos. I can't tell you how awesome it is to hear a guy, A, speaking his mind and going off, sort of blurring the lines between shooting and actually, you know, scripted stuff, which I love. The fact that he makes fun of Vince and Triple H and Stephanie is amazing. And the thing I love the most is the 90s references, 80s and 90s references that he has. And any kid who grew up watching the 80s and 90s, it just makes you mark out. When he said Jack Tunney the other night, I flipped out, because that's awesome. I mentioned the ice cream bars, which were delicious, yet they won't bring them back. Do they not like making money? I don't know. it's a gold mine that they're not doing, and you just let summer pass without ice cream bars. That's a fail. CM Punk, great in the ring, absolutely amazing. Better than The Miz, don't understand how, yeah, again, Miz, #1, no. But great in the ring, great on the mic, just all around amazing. And my #1, much like my brother, although I was first, keep that in mind, Sheamus. Sheamus is my absolute favorite. From when he first started feuding with Cena, I started to like him, and then after that, I started to love him, just became an all-out Sheamus mark. Couldn't tell you why. He's just a badass. The Conan O'Brien complex, I guess. I'm a huge Conan fan, so I guess that had something to do with it. He's great in the ring. I love his accent, fella. Love everything about Sheamus. Complete mark. His t-shirts, his Celtic Warrior attitude, everything about him. Just think he's awesome, and hope that he becomes world champion soon. And he doesn't lose any more momentum than he did. When he got buried by Triple H at WrestleMania, I flipped out. I thought that was terrible. And I actually got a tweet from Steve Austin that says that was the right booking decision, and got into a little argument. But now I understand. I mean, I did understand, I just didn't like it. That, you know, Triple H beat him at WrestleMania to help Sheamus. Sheamus ended up knocking Triple H out, which was good for his career. I didn't like his title runs. I didn't think they made him look really weak. He won in a tables match, and he basically cheated every time to retain it until he lost it. And then when he won it back at a Fatal 4-Way, because a Nexus, and he just, you know, he just wasn't a strong champion. But I still love Sheamus. Huge Sheamus mark, and he is my #1, top 15 favorite superstars. Not best. So if you disagree, you don't have to post any hate comments or anything. Favorite superstars, not best. Favorite. So thanks for watching, and look out for some other videos. And Alex, aka Wrestling Heel Fan 1994, here is your video. You're welcome. This could start getting addicting, but my list is better than yours.